It's confession time, and let's be honest, not all flights go according to plan. Interesting parking method. And maybe sometimes you find yourself in an awkward situation, wondering, how am I going to get out of this? Well, Microsoft Flight Simulator has a particular function. It's called the Slew Mode when the unexpected happens. And you don't really want to have to start your flight from the beginning. Or perhaps you've started from the wrong end of a runway, and you want to move quickly to the other end, or perhaps another runway, or just relocate quickly from one place to another. Microsoft Flight Simulator's Slew Mode is here to help, and this video will show you how to use it. A big hello from the Sim Hangar. My name's Mark. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get started. The word slew means to turn, twist, or swing about. And that's exactly what Slew Mode does in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And there's more to Slew Mode than perhaps you realize. You can use it with any aircraft, default or otherwise. It works on both Xbox and PC versions and can be accessed either through your keyboard, which is what we'll be looking at today, or your gamepad. The bindings can be accessed through your controller options, camera mode, and Slew Mode for future reference. You can access Slew Mode in internal and external camera modes by hitting the Y key. And as soon as you do that, your view will change to an external view of the aircraft and you'll be directly behind it. Which makes sense because you've got to see where you're going. Most but not all Slew commands are accessed through your numpad on your keyboard. To move forward, press the 8 key. Once to move forward a short distance and keep it depressed to move forward a larger distance. To move backwards, press 2 on your numpad. Note Slew Mode is changing your position in Microsoft World. To move left, well, you press number 4. No prizes for guessing, you press 6 to move right. Single touch will move you a short distance. Hold the key down and you'll continue to move. We can rotate and change direction. To turn to the left, we hit the 1 key. Aircraft maintains its position and turns to the left. To turn to the right, it's key number 3. Let's say we want to move quickly to the terminal. Press number 8 to move forward. No, that's not the terminal. Let's go further forward. That's it there. Now rotate using the 1 key, 8 key again to move forward. Want to move a little bit to the right, so I'll use key number 6. There we are, I'm happy with that. Hit the Y key, and I've exited Slew Mode. I can now start from here. If you're flying and you crash, you can use Slew Mode to recover, providing you have damage mode off. And it'll save you time in reloading a flight. If you do crash and end up upside down, hit the Y key and it'll put you back on your wheels. Slew Mode always displays gear down. To get back in the air quickly, perhaps you haven't got room to take off. Then to increase altitude quickly, use function key F4. Keep the key depressed until you've reached the desired altitude. Conversely, to decrease altitude, press function key F1, and this will reduce your altitude. Note that these keys only carry out these functions when you are in Slew Mode. You can increase altitude at a much slower pace by using the F3 key, as opposed to F4, which is quick mode. You can also descend at a slower rate, and that is done by pressing A on your keyboard. If you have used Slew Mode to position yourself in midair, when you exit Slew Mode, throttles will automatically be at full, regardless of where your controllers are positioned, so you need to be ready. Slew Mode is not only for repositioning yourself or recovering after crashes, it can be used whilst you're flying, and there's a number of lesser known functions within Slew Mode that may be handy. So we're busy flying and now we're going to hit the Y key and enter Slew Mode. Once again, we'll get an external view and everything is frozen. Note our aircraft is frozen, but the world around us continues as normal. We can change our angle of roll. We can, for example, roll to the left. We're back to our numpad, and it's key 7. We can also roll to the right, and that is key 9. They're fairly large movements, and there's no slow mode for this. We can also pitch down, or put our nose down. That is function key F8 for fast mode and 0 on the numpad for slow mode, although to be honest there's not a lot of difference between them. This is numpad 0, just pressing the key, and this is now using the F8 key and holding it down. We can do the reverse and put the nose up and rotate the aircraft in that direction. Fast mode is function key F5 and slow mode is function key F7. These functions are not often used. The most common uses are recovering after a crash, enter slew mode, then hit F4 to get some altitude, exit slew mode and continue flying. It's also a very handy feature for repositioning yourself where you want at an airport. Sometimes you can't get where you want to go as there's no official parking position. Slew mode will get you there quick and easy. Well, that's it for slew mode. I hope you found it useful and informative and will be of some use to you. As mentioned earlier, the default key bindings and gamepad controller mappings can be found via your controller options, and it is a submenu within your camera settings. Here is a quick summary of those bindings. I find it's not necessary to remember all of them, just the main ones, such as moving forward, backwards, side to side, and F4 for gaining altitude after a rare crash, of course. Oh, one of my better landings. I'll take that. Stay well, look after yourselves. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.